happy hump day to all of you out there in Facebook land. And today is Wise Women Wednesday inside of our Insurance Women Rock community. And it is indeed my pleasure to bring to you our weekly training series. Every week, I pop on, do a pop up training about a specific topic that is going to help you build, launch, grow, and scale a profitable business and help you generate more income for yourself. But before we get started, I want to say hello. Let me introduce myself. I'm Bernice Oliver, affectionately known as Coach Mo, Queen Quiet Storm. I am the calm to your agency chaos. And it is indeed my pleasure to be your leader and your facilitator inside of the Insurance Women Rock community. But I'm also the president and CEO over at Bernice Oliver Consulting. And we'll talk a little bit more about what we do and what we're offering over at our consulting. We'll help you get a free 15-minute consulting, business consulting appointment. And we will help you get to building that dream business that you want to build and help you start generating additional income for yourself. But today, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about a really simple 10-step process that I use to help every one of my VIP clients to launch a second, third, or fourth stream of business for themselves. You know, I talk with a lot of women insurance entrepreneurs every day who want to launch or build or start something new in their business, all centered around increasing income for themselves. Maybe they want to create more security for their families. Maybe they've just decided that they want to pivot and do something different and create, really use that creative side of who they are, you know. But I know what it feels like. I know how it feels to start a business and how it feels like to climb this huge mountain, especially if you're already running a business full time or if you're trying to run a second business in addition to trying to take care of your family. I understand it can be so overwhelming and extremely stressful. But the truth is, there is a really complex way to do things, or there's really a simple way to do it. You know, when I started my consulting business, yes, I was working a full-time job. I was working as a corporate recruiter for the Farmers Insurance Agency program over in Alpharetta, Georgia. We were actually launching the Scratch Agency program, and I was one of the founding members on the team. And we were launching it all over the state of Georgia. And so, but in addition to that, you know, I was running a family and taking care of my son and my husband, and I had all these other projects that I had going on in addition to running, you know, my consulting business on the side. So I understand, you know, what it means to have time constraints and how to feel, you know, so exhausted, you know, because you're just trying to juggle everything. And so that is why I really focus on time compression strategies when I'm working with my clients. And what we do, we want to make sure that we're taking whatever objectives and whatever goals that you normally do or normally working towards, we try to compress them into a matter of months. So what would normally take you maybe months or maybe years, we compress it down to a matter of months. And so what I love doing most is helping women insurance entrepreneurs really cut through all of those time wasters. And we talked a little bit this morning about, you know, for Wise Women Wednesday, about wasting time, because everybody's time is valuable, right? And so, you know, and to get right to what, you know, is going to make you the money the most in the least amount of time, that is our goal over at Bernice Oliver Consulting. And so today, I want to give you just the first step that I use in my simple 10-step process that's going to help you launch whatever it is, that second or third stream of income that you're creating for yourself. And you can do it in 90 days or less. And so all you have to do is follow the steps that you're on your way to building that stream for yourself. And so remember that the goal is not just to increase your income, but it's something that is going to pay you in dividends year after year. You know, we talk a lot over in the Insurance Women Community, Insurance Women Rock, excuse me, community, we talk a lot about consistent revenue generation year after year. So none of these one-hit wonders, doing it one month and then next month we miss it and next month. No, this is something that's going to add money and income to your business month after month and increasing your bottom line every year. So are you ready? Grab your pen and paper because I'm going to give you an action step after we talk about this step. So number one is identifying the market that you want to serve. And so, what specific groups or group of people are you passionate about serving now? And it doesn't always necessarily have to be in the industry that you're working in now. It doesn't have to be in the insurance industry, doesn't have to be financial consulting if you're working in that financial consulting space. It may be just something that you are innately created to do. What is that thing that you can do with your eyes closed? Is it that you want to start an organization business? Maybe you want to start creating your own coaching program and mentoring program. Maybe it's that you want to write a book, or maybe you want to create journals and planners to sell. Whatever that is, you have to identify what market that you want to serve with the products or the services that you're bringing to the marketplace. What do they have in common? Do they like tennis? Do they like riding bikes? Maybe they like, I don't know, hiking. Whatever that is, you have to determine what do they have in common. And then think about every demographic possible to define a very clear parameter about that specific group of people. What do they like? What magazines do they read? Where do they hang out? What musics do they listen to? What TV shows do they watch? What are their favorite foods? What are their hobbies? Where do they like to spend their money? Do they like to travel? Those are all of those parameters that I want you to begin to think about as you're building out the demographic of this group. All right. And then lastly, what is the psychology of this group? Are they fast action takers? Are they decision makers? Are they the ones that kind of like sit back a little bit and they want to let it all settle in and digest before they make a decision? Are they one that's a loner and they prefer to work on their own? Do they like to be part of a group? You have to really dig deep into the psychology of this specific group in order for you to really bring a really attractive product or service that you want to bring to this specific group. All right. So here is your fast action tip. Now, a great starting point is to pick a group that is where you were a few years ago, because here's really the truth of the matter. You're probably your ideal client. You fit right into that demographic. So think about where you were a few years ago. Typically, your highest skills come from working hard at a problem that you solved for yourself, or maybe that you found a solution for a challenge that you were facing in your life and how you overcame it. So can you think about a group of people that struggled with that same thing? And if you can, what are some of those demographics, very specific demographics, that you can build out about yourself in terms of how you were able to solve those problems for yourself? All right. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow for step 2 of my 10-step process. And do me a favor, don't keep me a secret. I like to joke with my group. I am the insurance industry's best kept secret. So don't keep me a secret. Comment, like this video, and share it with your community. Share it with your business besties. Let them know Coach Mo is dropping some nuggets about building additional streams for your income. And girl, you need to go over there and check it out. All right. So if you have any questions, post those comments, or those questions in the comment boxes below. I'll be sure to monitor this video throughout the day and answer any questions that you guys post. And then, go ahead and mark your calendars to be here tomorrow. I'll be here about noon, coming in, talking with you about step 2 as part of the 10-part process. But I do want to make sure that you all have received my personal invitation to join me next Tuesday night for our Money Up training, Money Up Your Insurance Business training intensive. It is absolutely free. We're going to go live inside of our Zoom training room at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will post the link in the comment box above me so that you can go ahead and register. Again, absolutely free. Invite your business besties. You don't want to grow alone. Invite them to come along with you on this journey as we all work towards building additional streams of income for yourself. So I'm going to teach you in 90 minutes how you can money up your insurance business in 90 months. I'm not Monday, excuse me, not 90 months, in 90 days or less. So I'm excited to talk to you guys on Tuesday night. Again, go ahead, register, grab a seat inside of my training intensive for next Tuesday. But also let me know what you're going to do in terms of outlining demographics for that specific target audience that you want to begin to target and provide those products and services that you're bringing to the marketplace. All right. So it is my pleasure to be here with you for our Wise Women Wednesday Lunch and Learn. I hope you found this valuable, and I will see you guys again tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. Talk to you later. Bye.